Hello, hello. I realized I didn't start the recording, but I started it now. Hello, hello. Hi. It's currently 11:45 p.m. January 19th, 2026. Probably gonna be short today. I'm really tired. Just playing some Minecraft. I'm just gonna collect some stone today. Why do I feel like I've been collecting stone for the past like 5-ish days? I mean, the mob farm does require a lot of stone, and I can't just sit here and play for a while, for a very, very long time. So makes sense, I guess. I I tried mining down there. It goes into an open ravine. So gonna mine out this chunk of stone instead. It's gonna keep mining. Hello, hello. Um I went back to school today, and that was something. I didn't realize how actually touch starved I am. I really like um I was about to say I really like touching people, but that sounds super wrong. But I really like hugs and being physically close to people. I never realized it only really dawned on me like in the past 4-ish years that I really like that. And being on Christmas break for a while, I haven't been able to interact with anyone other than my family, and my family doesn't really like physical touch and like being close like that. So, and I just haven't been able to get hugs and be close to people, and it's kind of sad. Oh, that hole is gonna bother me. It's fine. It's a little sad, but it's okay. I feel like I'm doing fine. I just like I was able to hug some friends earlier, and I was like, oh my gosh, I miss this feeling of being able to hug my friends. One of the best Cave Town songs, by the way. Hug all your friends. So true, Cave Town. You gotta hug all your friends and let them know that you're never letting go. It's just do it. Just hug your friends. You should hug your friends. I think it's underrated to hug your friends. Let them know that you love them and you care for them and that you die. Not okay. That I want to say you die for them, but low key living for your friends is so much better. Because imagine like growing old with one another and then seeing your guys' kids run around in the future. It's so cute. I'm such a domestic life yearner. I love thinking about the future and like having a living out a domestic life in the future, and being able to see my friends and all their little cute babies, and then we're all gonna reconvene when we're all when we're all older, and we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about our lives when we're older and how we are. It's like, oh my god, that sounds so nice. Domestic yearning, my beloved. It's one of my I say one of my favorite pastimes, but I do like just thinking about that kind of future. Okay, wait. Okay. I do like just kind of thinking about that. Um, came back to school again. Nothing much today. First day of uni, mainly just lecture. We started lectures in physics. That was pretty fun. We got our homework. We got our first physics homework, and our physics professor is someone is someone I've had before, and it's like, oh, I remember you, and I remember how you give your homeworks. Oh, I miss them. They're so absurd and funny, but like also like they make you want to tear your hair out. But he's a good professor, and I learn a lot from him. In the moment, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But at the end of the term, I'm just like, he wasn't actually that bad. I actually learned so much from him. It's like every single time. I've had him 3 times. This is my third time having him now as a professor. It's like, I know it's gonna be the exact same during the entirety of physics. It's gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? And then after physics, I'm like, okay, wait, actually that wasn't that bad. Actually, I kind of understand shit. I kind of understand it. It's like, yeah, I just know it's gonna happen. It's like chef's kiss of a professor. They're really cool. They're really nerdy and they're really smart, but they're really cool, and I personally like them. I know a lot of people dislike them because apparently they're too smart, or like he goes by lessons too quickly. But for me, it's like I'm able to pick things up fast enough. I don't think it's really that big of a problem for me. So I'm just like I'm vibing with him. I'm excited. I'm excited to like have more physics lectures. And hopefully I do well in those lectures because class participation is part of our grade, and then I do well in the quizzes too. We don't have a final. We don't have a final with them. We just have 5 quizzes to dictate like 50% of our grade, which is terrifying. Each quiz is worth 10% of your grade, and then 40% for all your submissions. Oh, I'm underneath the villager farm. 40% for all of your submissions, and then another like 10% for the class participation. That's like crazy terrifying levels of like consistency you have to have. But nah, I'll be fine. Hopefully, probably I'll be fine. Nothing too bad. I'm just gonna mine out 10 stacks of cobblestone today. Oh, question of the day, question of the day. Question. Let's think. Let's see. What question could we do? What question could we do? I already asked the beach or mountain question, so I can't do that one again. What? This is a silly one. What month would you choose to be born in if you could choose when your birthday would be? Personally, November. My birthday's in September, and a lot of my friends' birthdays are either in November or in September. And I feel like there are too many of us in September already. I mean, there's also a bunch of my friends in November, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like having a November birthday is kind of cool. I'll keep the date. I'll keep the same date. I'll just switch it to November. If you could, I don't know, being a November baby just sounds like cool. Also, you're a Valentine's baby if you're a November baby, but like that's besides the point, right? We don't let's not think about that. It just sounds really nice. Maybe I'm just weird. Okay, that is 10 stacks of. I'll just finish out mining this area. Not too hard though. There's a rail there. I hear the villagers. That's scary. I don't want to accidentally break a block and then all the villagers to come out. But I hear so many of them. Probably soon I'll have to worry about. Maybe I'll take a side quest soon where I make the where I try and make a trading hall. Maybe I'll do a side quest to make a trading hall. Ooh! Go away. Go away. Shoo. Shoo, skeleton. I don't need you right now. I think life will go pretty well for me this term. I just need a little bit of adjustment. You know, it's funny. I said I like physical touch and stuff, but like I also don't like being around people. Low key. I think being around too many people is overwhelming and scary. And earlier during physics class, a bunch of my classmates were coming near me and then asking for help because I was like understanding the lesson, and then I was like, "Fuck, I don't wanna." No. I mean, guys, I'll help you, but like one at a time. It's overwhelming having that many people around me. It's so scary having that many people around you. I don't want that many people around me at all. I hear the villagers. There's actually so many of them, man. They might start entity cramming eventually. We'll see. But like I can definitely push out like 3 or 4. Like I can definitely push out 3 villagers from here to make an extension to the iron farm, and then keep the rest of the villagers for a trading hall. I'll find a pretty trading hall area. I'll find a pretty trading hall first, but I need to find a good place to actually make the trading hall because it's gonna be technically a village, and I can't have it near that. I can't have it near that area because it's gonna overlap with that. So I'll probably have it over there instead, or like move in that direction for the trading hall instead. We shall see. Yeah, somewhere over here. I could like repurpose this area to make a trading hall and like just disregard that there's like stone bricks and everything. But like that sounds pretty nice. repurpose this area. Maybe take down that wall. Take that down. Flatten this out. Maybe. Actually, maybe I could don't flatten this out because I feel like it's still too close to that. But like, I can move over to that area ish and make a trading hall there. I do have a lot of villagers. I have a lot of iron now. I have a good chunk of gold, so I can make more powered rails. I can also just take these rails and then move them over to there. I'm just waiting for a bit of lava. La 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 lava. Chicken. Steam's lava chicken. Yeah, it's crispy as hell. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'll go mine some more stone while I'm waiting for the lava, I guess. Um, life is at the moment I try and talk about something, my mind immediately goes blank. But whenever I'm not thinking, I feel like I just end up tangenting and stuff. I feel like, I'm a very big yapper, and I don't know where it came from because as a kid, apparently I was a big yapper, says my mom, when I would like talk a lot and just talk to a bunch of people, and like that kind of backfired on me because even though I don't like talking to people as much now. I mean, I like talking to my friends. That doesn't mean I like talking to strangers, but like as a kid apparently I just talked to random strangers and talked to my mom's friends a lot, and that's probably why they talk a lot of my relatives and a lot of my mom's friends and and our family friends end up talking to me, especially the older ones, because I was the one who they would have conversations with when we were younger because neither of my sisters did. And I kind of find it hilarious that that's the reason they still talk to me now. And the thing is, I still talk to them back because I'm nerdy and learn about their interests. I kind of like learning about the interests of other people and educating myself on them. I can't say I do it for everyone, but if you yap to me enough about your interests, I will eventually just cling on to it and try and remember stuff. And then maybe I'll even go into my own deep dive of it if I'm feeling like it. Especially when there's a random 10-hour video essay on it. That's usually a very good way to get me into something. Please, do educate me with your interests. I would love to hear about your 10-hour video essay about random topic that I've never heard about, but now that you have mentioned it, I now want to hear about everything about it. I don't know. I like learning random things. I've tangented this about before, but like I feel like I would love to just learn. There's this one YouTube short. I forgot from what channel, but it was a Minecraft parkour video, and it was like, would you take a salary of like 100, was like 100K or something? So was it like 100K or 70K or something? A month. It was like 70K a month, and then you would have to be enrolled in a 4-degree program for the rest of your life. Like randomly you just get assigned a major, and then you could, like, every 4 years you have to complete it, and then you have to have passing grades every time. I was like, yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to learn how to do stuff. I'd love to learn how to do things and learn about just random stuff. I love learning in general. I love studying, and well, okay, maybe I don't love studying, but like I love the process of learning things. So to me, that sounds like that sounds like so much fun. How I can just like, I'm basically a student who's getting who's gaining 70K a month, and I already love learning random stuff. That's perfect for me. What time is it? I need to make sure I still go to bed early enough that I do not break my sleep schedule. So it's probably just gonna be one of my shorter videos, shorter journal entries. This is less and less becoming like a journal, but more just a Minecraft yap session. Which, I mean, I guess a journal is just a yap session written on paper. But I don't know. I don't think I'm just spitting out my thoughts because I feel like it's easier for me to spill them out while speaking them rather than me just yapping or writing them down. I find it easier to do that at least. Because like I'm not the best writer. I'm not the best writer, and I'm very insecure about that because I like writing stories, but I'm not. I know I'm not the best writer. I make okay, this is like tangent about the best writer thing. I already make a lot of really bad spelling mistakes for natural things. I rely on autocorrect a lot. mainly because I don't usually think about what I'm typing, and then I just let my fingers do the work. And like 80% of the time is right, but like 1/5 of your words being misspelled is still 1/5 of your words being misspelled. I don't think you understand how big 1/5 of words are. You speak a lot of words in a sentence. Having 1/5 of them be misspelled is really bad looking for your character, and people tend to think you're a dumbass or like or like not not thinking about things if you are that like I don't want to say illiterate, but like if you don't care that much about your spelling, people tend to think that way about you, and it's honestly kind of sad, but it's fine. I don't really mind. It's just it's just kind of sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like if are people taking me seriously because even if I mess up my words this much, even if I end up doing this or that, or like don't speak as well as most other people speak, or not speak, don't write as well as other people write, or don't like type as well as other people write. It's a big insecurity of mine, but not it's like not not enough to be bothering, but it does get me wondering something. It does make me stop and wonder sometimes. It's one of those like, fuck, hmm, things. Like, damn, if I were better at writing, would people take me more seriously? If I were better at this, would yeah, it is what it is. I kind of grew into that habit, so it's my responsibility to fix it. But at the same time, I do just like writing. Um, I do like writing. I just don't think I'm the best writer, which is why I'm a yapper instead. Because I'm the type of person who does not think about what they say, and I'm just as confused as my friends are when I say the most weird and out of pocket shit that comes out of my mouth. I genuinely don't know where it comes from. Don't ask me. I am weird as fuck, and I'm weird as fuck, and I yap and I yap and I yap and I yap and yeah. That's really all. That's really all I do. I'm just waiting for these blocks to smelt up, and then I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna log off. Short day, but very slow progress on mob farm. Very slow progress even more in the upcoming days because it's gonna be school days now. School days. I have not watched that show or read that light novel. It's it's a visual novel, right? Apparently, it's a really bad, really fucked up visual novel, but we shall see in the future whenever I decide to do that. Because the only visual novel I have ever read is Doki Doki Literature Club, and that was a banger of a visual novel. However, it did fuck me up because I was way too young to understand. I was way too young to experience that. Like, you should not. Like, I feel like I was way too young to experience a lot of things. Maybe not. Like, what was some other stuff like FNAF? No, not really FNAF. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to put on. I don't know what to put. But like, there were definitely a lot of things that I was like, fuck, I'm too young for this. Or like, I realized older when I was older, that, fuck, I'm too young for this. But yeah, I think that's just a short yap today. That's what I'm gonna call it. Short yap session. First day of school. First day short yap. First day. Back to school short yap. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna go because I need to go to bed. It is midnight. And I need to wake up early still. So thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.